Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Arizona Cardinals. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. Across from him, his counterpart, the Cardinals' Jonathan Gannon. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from a knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Murray now. Throwing quickly to Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Thomas has got it. Complete. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The Jaguars at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. This defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 41.
First carry for James Conner. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 14 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along his weight. He's up drop.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the number 1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Pratt. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Pratt. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Pratt. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw now, Pratt. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's Pratt. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pratt going to look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Murray. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch him. Now 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
24 yards. And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Cardinals, 1st down.
To throw is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
Murray again, this is Connor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him. For no gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st down. A pickup.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Pratt. He's got it complete to Gibbs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3rd down and 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down. Pratt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Able to power through. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll tuck, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Pratt. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Pratt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Cam Little on for the Jaguars field goal.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. Sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And able to get this out to the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
In punt formation for the Cardinals.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession, and he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Back to throw.
Pratt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. It's a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
15 yards. That's another Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jamar Chase, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing on Murray fighting. Lost the football. And some room to work. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Now for the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Murray now to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
7-yard gain. And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Matt Prater for the Cardinal field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Oh, good move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jaguars offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Pratt. Short throw caught by Bowers. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 9.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. To throw is Pratt. They shakes him off. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Greg Dortch deep for Arizona. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Murray going to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Murray now. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's Pratt. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Pratt. He'll try to pick it up himself. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new 7 downs. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down, Jaguars.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Pratt going to look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on Indianapolis. And this is Patrick Mahomes. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Chiefs win this one by 11. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And it's Josh Jacobs. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Packers have no problem in this one. They win it going away. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Aaron Rodgers. Had Devontae Adams for all those years. Now he's got DK Metcalf. Middle of the end zone, touchdown. The Steelers up their mark to 7-4 with this win. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12 with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late season byes. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Powering his way forward, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To throw now, Pratt. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nice little juke. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 20.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Jaguars.
Now Pratt. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
At the 6-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Off the play fake. Pratt. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the
To throw is Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Short one here, caught by McBride. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
He had a man open, but missed him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. What a spin. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a 1st down. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Pratt. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brock Bowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 30-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Murray now going to do it himself. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
First down. First and 10.
Back to throw now on first down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw is Pratt. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a pickup of 6. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 6. And the Jaguars first down.
Counterplay, here's Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Complete to St. Brown. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Pratt. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looking to throw. Pratt. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Now, and 10 yards to go.
Murray going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Pratt under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And it's 3 and out.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Wilson's got it complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's Pratt. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Throwing is Pratt. Short throw caught by Bowers. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Pratt going to look to throw.
And that is incomplete. For their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Play fake. Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing now is Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st down.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
4-yard loss.
It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. To throw, it's Murray. He'll try and do this himself. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
10 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
That's good.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And as this defense walks off the field, they
can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jaguars, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.